So for the instructional screencast, I decided to detail how students will move through week 1. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the week 1 overview. And the week 1 overview is basically just an overview of what they're going to learn about that week. So in this case, it is going to be customer service, tactics that can be used to provide outstanding service, and how to de-escalate situations. This is more geared towards the IT help desk field, but there are a lot of takeaways that can be applied to many different fields. So moving on to the next page, that's where they will find their weekly readings and resources. This is for week 1 specifically. You can see they have 2 written resources here, readings, and they are said written, so they're not in video format. And then we have a decent amount of videos here for them to watch, detailing customer service, anything you'd really need to know about customer service, besides the customer interaction aspect, because we can't duplicate that here in the course, but that's what the objective of this course is to prepare students for interacting with users in real time. And moving on to password reset calls in this case. So first they would learn about the customer service aspect, which is one of the most important parts. And you can see we have the references down here. So if we click next, we are then taken to the group project. The group project is due week 5. This is a 5-week course, not a 7-week WOMU course. So it is due week 5, and the overall goal and task is to create a manual for IT support. So this would get students working through how do we perform ticket management, how do we communicate with users, how do we resolve common issues, basically having them build their own help desk. And this is the suggested timeline, and it will be presented, like I said, in week 5, and this is everyone broken down into groups. Clicking next, it takes us to the week 1 discussion. It's basically about customer complaints. There's complaints everywhere you go, whether you're the one giving the complaint or on the receiving end of the complaint, which does happen quite often in any customer support job, but especially an IT customer support job. Like we always say, no one ever calls to say, hey, the systems are working great, you're doing a great job. It's if someone's calling, there's something wrong, there's a complaint. So then farther into the discussion, it's how can the complaints impact the reputation and customer loyalty? And describe a scenario when a customer complaint was resolved effectively due to active listening. And then how did the customer service representative demonstrate empathy and understanding? This will definitely spark a large amount of conversation. Everyone's situations are unique, so you would expect to see a post with numerous comments. Some maybe being in relation to what happened to them, or some might be completely different, so it should spark quite a bit of collaboration. And then we have the week 1 quiz. I'm just going to preview this quiz. It is a 10-point quiz, and there is no time limit. It doesn't shuffle the answers. It's just a review of everything that was learned in the modules, or in the assignments previous to this in week 1. So if I hit preview, you can see it's just what is a service desk? What is the number 1 reason that a customer would choose to do business elsewhere? And they will just continue to go through this. It is in order. And then they would just hit submit. And I do have to go back in through here. And then after the week 1 quiz, we have the week 1 writing. And that's going to be really picking that person's brain of giving examples and explaining how technology has transformed customer service and how can you deliver exceptional service. It will be a 1 to 2 page paper in APA format. And that just about does it for the module, the contents of the module that they will walk through in order. It is set to complete all items, and if you click edit, you can see I have here that they have to complete all items and they have to move through in order. And the prereq is also they have to complete the Start Here module before moving on to week 1. So overall, the instructional goals are to learn about customer service in this module, watch the videos, do the readings, and collaborate in the discussion board, complete the quiz, and submit that individual writing assignment.